This dude over here is going to tell a story. Let's see. He didn't give me an intro because we're married and I'm supposed to be able to make that up. Let's see. He plays drums. He rants about everything on the internet. He apparently, as of this last week, he makes the Pentecostal girls' panties wet. I learned this. But here's Kris Manier, everyone.
What was that all about?
You know.
It was, it's been a weird week. Anyway, I'm going to tell a story tonight about my first breakup. Oh, stop it. And before we get into this, I am not Louis C.K. So fucking just cut that out. Stop. Anyway, we were 16. She was beautiful, just the most beautiful girl I had ever seen. Just legs like you would not believe it, blonde hair, blue eyes, just amazing, amazing young woman.
Your wife's right here.
And for some strange reason, she decided that she liked me. So we started exchanging notes in the hallways. Keep in mind, this is 25 years ago. There was no internet. No one had phones. You didn't, between classes, you weren't like, notes that was how it went down. So we started talking to each other and realized that, that I was in love with her. I think she sort of liked me okay. But, so we started seeing each other. Of course, seeing each other when you're 16 and neither of you really drives, it's kind of like, somebody's mom picks you up and you go to the zoo or something like that, which is what we did. And, but come to find out, she really liked me a lot more than I thought she did. And I distinctly remember one night that I went over to her house to watch movies. And I'm sorry to say that nothing happened, because at 16, I terminally sold myself short. I didn't realize that, this girl really liked me and that I could probably kiss her and do other stuff if I wanted. That was not even in the stratosphere for me. It's like I didn't see myself that way, and I was like, surely she's not into me like that. So a few weeks later, she got her license, and one of the first things that she did was she came and picked me up, and we went to a park, Southeast Way Park. Some of you may have heard of it. I now regard that as kind of the land of despair. No, it's okay. So we sat on a picnic table for a couple hours, and she proceeded to tell me why she didn't want to see me anymore. And, of course, all these years later, you realize that for a 16-year-old girl to do that, to have the balls to take this guy that she liked to the park and tell him exactly why she was not into it anymore. That's go her. It's like. But of course, since I was in love, I was heartbroken. I was just completely heartbroken. So I went home, and my parents were. They were kind of like the hippies that didn't do any of the drugs. They're real touchy-feely kind, it's like, oh, let's talk about your feelings. That kind of thing. But, so I told them what happened, and, no doubt with, some bullshit tears in my eyes. So my mother was like, well, you know what, just don't go to school tomorrow. Stay home, take some time, So I did that, and so I retired to my basement lair because my bedroom at that age was in the basement, and so I retired to my lair, and for the next 24 to 48 hours, I listened to Pink Floyd's The Wall over and over again. My cassette of The Wall. That it wasn't even an original copy. It was, like the Memorex. The whole thing fit on both sides. It's like when it was time to start it over again, I didn't have to rewind really at all because it was all like right there. So I listened to that over and over again in my layer of solitude. I laid on my waterbed. I have one. It was warm. Yeah, it was great. So I laid on my waterbed and I listened to The Wall over and over again because Roger Waters understood me. He was old enough to be my grandfather, but he understood me. So, I listened to that over and over again. It's just like, and the same parts kept grabbing me, the, I don't want no arms around me. That's right. From now forward, I will be an emotionally impenetrable being. Because that's, like I said, it's like, nobody bothered to tell me that The Wall, if you're familiar with it, it's about like xenophobia and lofty World War II things. Like, it wasn't about some 16-year-old jackass whose girlfriend just dumped him. That's not what it was about. But I identified with that because I was no longer going to be emotionally vulnerable. Again, no. And so that's, that was basically my first breakup. And ever after that, when I would see this girl in school, I would just kind of look at her like, oh, I don't like you. But long story short, we're friends on Facebook now. Because, years of separation, all of these animosities, I think a lot of us can probably identify with it because a lot of us are probably Facebook friends with the people in high school that they didn't like, the bullies. It's like time has a way of mellowing people out, and then you realize that they weren't bullies because they were assholes, or she didn't dump you because there was something wrong with you. It's just people change over time. And the kind of tag on to this story is that I'm assuming you're probably all familiar with the Indianapolis Monthly magazine that comes out.
Sure.
Yeah. She's in that this month. She's the lady that hunts all her own food and all of that, hunts all her own food and grows all of her own stuff, and I think that's awesome. It's a good indicator that we would not have worked out because there's no way in heaven or on earth that I would ever be able to look at an animal through crosshairs and shoot at it. And she's totally cool with that, with gunning down Bambi and then using his liver to make soup or whatever. So, and more power to her. I'm so glad that she's able to do that. But I guess really that's, my message is for those of you who have kids, especially if they're pre-dating age, it will get better for them. I guess I would say do what my parents did, just be understanding, be touchy-feely, and let them talk about their feelings because those are important. And, that's really about it. So thank you all.